Well, Jim, before we move on completely, here's the lineup for Saturday night's main event, which, by the time some of you may hear this, may have already happened. It's this Saturday, November 1st, 2025. Jim, 4 matches announced. I have the Wikipedia here, as I said before. It'll be on Peacock in the United States, YouTube for the rest of, or most of the other international markets. From Salt Lake City, Utah, CM Punk versus Jey Uso for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship.
So I know they think that they're doing something similar to the long bloodline saga with this kind of an offshoot. It's a deal of Jay and Jimmy and their interaction and Roman's influence on Jay and a blah, blah, blah. And, I'm sorry. Punk is best when he's able to cut a promo on somebody and really tear them down and get into the issue. And he can't be a prick here because he's a babyface, and so is Jay. And Punk does a good promo regardless, but I want to see the mixed tag level of animosity, or the Punk and Drew, or the Punk and Rollins level of animosity. They're stuck in a position of these guys are the two to crown the new champion, but I don't think they're switching Punk. But I don't know what they're doing with Jay exactly. But I hate it when multiple of the baby faces are sniping at each other. It makes people pick and hurts somebody's aura or standing in the pecking order.
And you got to figure there'll be some interference from Heyman and the Bronze at a minimum. So we'll see what happens there. I'm a little sick of the Usos, I have to be honest. For the undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes, the champion, versus Drew McIntyre.
I think I wish the last thing I had seen from them was the match that they had with Cody in street clothes
2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks ago, and again about 8 minutes, and boom, 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 tear the house down and get the fuck out of there. Now that they've had more time to talk about it and fight some more, that's another thing, is they put themselves in a position to what we were talking about earlier, where the promos so often end in a fight that now when the promos don't end in a fight, that's such a minority of the time that you have a letdown feeling like, is that all there is? And then that takes away from people who want to see the promos, which at one point years ago was the best part of wrestling. So I'm just thinking that they have to do too much between these people on TV that you've seen. By the time you see the match, it's going to be a wonderful match. They're great. We're all great, but I don't think this is the hottest thing ever.
It's going to be funny. It's not on NBC. It's on Peacock, yet somehow there'll still be commercial breaks interrupting these matches. Watch.
Well, yeah, and the thing is also the Saturday night's main event used to be an hour and a half. When you mentioned 4 matches, I'm like, well, that's not bad. But on Peacock, I guess they can just go as long as they want, can't they?
Well, you would think, but who knows. For the WWE Women's Championship, the champion Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill.
Well, they didn't waste any time, did they? Does anybody really want me to comment? Tiffy's been good. Jade's going to practice heavily with her, and they're going to have a wonderfully athletic girls match for as long as they can figure out shit to do. Am I being diplomatic enough?
Well, Jim, finally, in a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship, the champion Dominic Mysterio versus Penta versus Rusev.
Jesus Christ. It's a 3-way, we're going to get what we're going to get. I love Dominic. Penta ain't been as bad as as he was over at the other place, but at the same time, we haven't been paying attention lately because he's only wrestling underneath shit that we don't give a fuck about. And Rusev's back, and I don't know whether it's going to be his day or not. I'm hoping this is just to keep Dominic busy because he's levels above these other two.
And that's the lineup. That's the red hot lineup for Saturday night's main event. Of course, John Cena's last match will be next month on Saturday night's main event. Man, nothing's hot. Now Cena's about to have his last match. They're going to make so much money on those tickets and those packages and the Cena gifting and everything else. But who cares at this point?
You can tell this ain't on network television because, hey.